Hi guys, welcome to this video about probiotics and especially what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy. Some basic recommendations based on my experience about probiotics, and I have a lot of experience. I'm not a scientist, I'm just a consumer, but I tried a lot. I can tell you I've been buying at least 20 times or even more of probiotics online. I've tried to produce my own probiotics and such things. Let's start. Why would you actually buy probiotics? When you start with probiotics in the Google search, of course, you get mixed results. Most of them will be about buying probiotics, but you can find a lot. I mean, it's maybe a good idea to do your own research, but when you just want to take the short track, you can listen to my video. So why probiotics? Here we get a good explanation. And it says probiotics are live microorganisms that may be able to help prevent and treat some illnesses, promoting a healthy digestive tract and a healthy immune system are their most widely studied benefits at this time. It looks like, there is really a lot of confidence that about 90% of the immune system resides in the digestive tract. And so it's really important that this part of your body is healthy and contains a lot of good microorganisms. There are millions or probably billions of small microorganisms, mostly bacteria, living in your body. And so it's good to take care of them because they can do good things and they can do bad things. So when we want to do something good or promote the good bacteria, there's a cheap way to make this, or let's say rather cheap way. There's the kefir, or you can do yogurt, there's a lot, kombucha, you can do a lot of self-made probiotics. I've even seen some videos about that people buy the normal probiotics from, let's say, Amazon or vitamin store or something like that, and they make something like a kefir mixture, which is basically some sugar water with sugar, and they put, and maybe some fruits, and they put the content of one capsule of these probiotics into that, and they leave it for a couple of days. And I think it's maybe about the same. I have tried it, didn't work for me. And I have also tried a lot of type of kefir, like the milk kefir or the water kefir. Also yogurt making, and so it's not bad. It's a little bit a lot of work. Usually it needs some space. You have to be careful that that your organism is surviving. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult when you go for travel, you go out for weekends, and then maybe 2 or 3 days it's okay, but when you are absent for longer time, especially with kefir, can be really tricky to keep these things alive, because they need a lot of maintenance every day or at least every couple of days. So you have to be careful if you plan for this. You can save some money, definitely, but based on my experience, the benefit is really low. I mean, it's I compare this always like if you want to race from point A to point B, you can take your bicycle, you can try to win the race from point A to B with a bicycle, but probably these days it's much more efficient if you take a race car with 600 horsepower or something like that. I mean, time has changed, so yeah. I mean, a couple of 100 years ago, you probably had one with a bicycle or with a horse or whatever. But these days, time has changed, and yeah, they have been doing so much progress regarding probiotics, and I think it's definitely worth to take these advantages and make them work for you instead of using things which people have been using hundreds or thousands years ago, which have been good, and they are still good, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I mean, these days you want to have something strong and fast and efficient, and I mean, a lot of people are still doing this, but for me, I have definitely switched to the industrial made probiotics definitely forever. I've been trying back and forth several times, and the difference was so huge. So I'll never go back to something like this. Even when it sounds good, having something natural, it's not the same. It does not have same benefit. So on this page, I will put down the link in the description. I found a lot of interesting information. It says it's about which probiotic supplements are the most effective in 2018. Of course, they probably do the same every year. They just change the year. But they have some good information. Really, it's worth to read. And what's really important, yeah, there are 10 ways you're hurting your gut bacteria, and you should really read that. I mean, I'm not saying to stop eating sweets, drinking wine and beer, and those things. I mean, yeah, you're just sometimes in a situation where you have to or want to, or you don't have enough sleep when you're busy at the job, and those things, and sometimes you have to take antibiotics, and you have to live in the city, and all these things. But it's good to look at these and think about these things. So definitely a lot of people probably don't know about these things: antibacterial soap, pain reliever, and so on. A lot of people probably are not aware that these things are hurting or can hurt your gut bacteria. So what they recommend here are actually 3 things. They say what you should look for is formulated by a doctor, high CFU count, multiple strains. So that's for sure. These are good recommendations, but in 2019, where we are now, there are more requirements. And oh yeah, here we have sorry, we have more. We even have more here. It says it should list the substrains. Yeah, that's a good idea. And it should contain prebiotics. Yeah, that's a good thing. So the prebiotics, as far as my understanding goes, the prebiotics is especially responsible for your they are controlling, or they are in control of your eating habits. So that's a really interesting story, and it would take probably hours to talk about these things, and I don't know all the details. But bacteria in your gut, especially in your stomach, are responsible to send notes to your brain and ask for some food. Like they are always telling you to eat sweet and fat and those things. And prebiotics can have a really positive impact that these bacterias that so you have good bacteria, and the good bacteria, they are not telling you to eat this chunk. The good bacteria tells you to eat healthy stuff, and that's the reason why you should also have a product with prebiotics, especially if you want to lose weight. Then it's definitely a good thing. And you have to look for something that doesn't require refrigeration. Difficult word for me. Yeah, there are some products still around which require refrigeration, and you order that, let's say in the summer, you get it with USPS, they put it in your mailbox, and it's 150 degrees in your mailbox, and 99% of the bacteria are dead when you get them. So not a really good idea. So it's definitely a good thing to have something which doesn't require refrigeration. Okay. Here's another page, and there's a little bit more. I'll put down the link as well into the description. And that's about a thing which I am actually looking for. The first thing they say, it should contain soil-based organisms and shelf stable. So usually the soil-based organisms are shelf stable. So that's about the same thing. They ask for high CFU. Yeah, I mean, based on my experience, it's not actually needed to have a really high CFU. I had a lot of success also with products with 10 billion CFU or 15 billion. 50 billion is really a lot, and maybe almost overkill. So, but definitely, yeah, the shelf stable thing. I mean, yeah, back to this thing. I have had, or I still have, some boxes of probiotics which are more than 2 years old, and I've been trying that, and I immediately had some positive results. So it looks like they're still alive, and that's really helpful. So strain diversity, of course. They say should have 10 or more probiotic strains. Yeah, it's really difficult to find something like that. So, but it's like the other page said, it's a good thing if they list what it's in there. So you can check that later on if you have success or not so much success, and you can see if it was good for you, and you can buy same thing or similar thing which has same strains, something like that. Survivability, same thing, and also prebiotics, they say that's important. Yeah. So after telling so many things about the theory and requirements and everything, so let's go to Amazon and try and see what we can find which is matching to these criteria. And I've been looking for hours to find something which is which is available and has good reviews and is not so expensive and matches to all the criteria. And this thing here is, I mean, it's not bad, but you can see it's really pricey. So these are 60 capsules, and yeah, what you have to be careful. Sometimes they try to cheat on you when they tell about the capsules. They say some of the providers, you have to be really careful. I didn't check this one. I'm sorry for that. I have, yeah, it just came to my mind. Yeah, so I checked again the description, the label of this thing, and definitely what I've been suspecting is definitely the case. They say serving size 2 capsules, and yeah, so it makes actually only 30 servings. So yeah, all the good stuff which they say, so I don't have to get rid of this thing. Yeah, they say 50 billion. It's hard to make it bigger. So 50 billion CFU, that's probably per serving. So it needs 2 capsules, and that lasts only 30 days, and it costs $40, so more than $1 per day. I mean, it's probably the best probiotics which you can find. I've been searching for hours to find the best probiotics here, which covers all the requirements. I mean, it is soil based, it has probiotics, it has prebiotics, it really has a lot of CFUs, it has a lot of strings, maybe not 10, but still a lot of them. It has a long shelf life. It has here when we go down, we find everything. So it's definitely a good product. I think I haven't tried this, but it has some good reviews. 73% 5 stars, not many 1 stars. So looking good, but it's expensive. It's expensive. If you don't, if money is not, you don't have to worry about money. Probably go ahead, try this. So it looks like that's really a good thing. It's Amazon's choice, good feedback, everything. So really looks, it has everything. By the way, I mean, it has a long shelf life, and it is stomach surviving. What's really important, stomach surviving. That, I mean, some or a lot of probiotics are killed in your stomach, but some people say it's needed because actually I can't explain you anymore, but it has some advantages when a certain amount of probiotics are killed in the stomach, because it's needed in the small intestine, or how that's called, and it can help there too, but a certain amount at least has to survive, otherwise it does not help much. Okay, it looks good formula, but it's expensive. If you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, we go to the next product. As you can see, I've purchased this in 2016, and it had a really good impact for me. Unfortunately, it says same thing. They say serving size is 2 capsules. So I think here we have it, 2 capsules serving size. So servings only 30. So actually lasts only for 30 days. But I have only been taking 1 per day. So for me it lasted 2 months, and it still had an awesome benefit. It was, I mean, it's one of the greatest thing which I've ever done to my overall health, to my digestion. It's really an absolutely awesome thing. And when you look at the reviews, 82% 5-star reviews. So that's even better than the expensive product which we had here. Of course, some people may compare it to the price. Could be, but it's definitely, that's a good thing. So 40 billion CFU, 60 capsules, only $17. And for me it did a really good job. It's even, I think it's made in US. It's natural, non-GMO, and all these things. Even to say doctor formulated, whatever that means. I mean, they probably pay the doctor to put his name on the box, so you never know. But anyway, I mean, at the end, the result is which counts, and this one gave me great results. I mean, there was such a difference before and after that. So I was always having some digestion problems. I mean, huge variety of problems, and after that or since taking that, it's a huge difference. I can really tell you, and I can recommend this. I'm not affiliated in any kind with this company or something like that. I'm not a health professional. I'm just a normal user, which is telling you about his experience about that. And I'll definitely put down the link to the website I've been talking about, these two sites, also these products, and the Schwartz Probiotics. If you're interested in buying that, I'll put down the link so you can order it right from there if you like. So now 20 minutes, I think it's enough for now. I'll do still, I mean, I'll keep doing still some research about that, and I'll try to find as much information as I can get, and I will try out self-made things and so on. If I have something, I will let you know. Definitely in my YouTube channel, I will update all the time. You can also find my reviews about water kefir and other stuff. But I think, I mean, that's the latest addition from my side about probiotics. So I'll definitely prefer this on top of or over the natural probiotics, even when it was okay, the natural probiotics, but it just didn't have same effect as this one by far. So that's about it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.